Hello, everybody. Welcome to
What?
TV. That was
What happened there?
That was the
Says
weirdest fucking intro ever.
Where are you on the M25?
Whoa, that went like
Say,
the internet and he's looking at me. Seriously.
That was very hot. That was possessed. That was that sound. It was very possessed. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Football United TV. I'm your host, Matt King. I'm here with Stephen and Talken. Welcome to the Euro Show 2020, where we'll be talking about the quarterfinals and the semi-finals coming up tomorrow and Wednesday. First of all, Stephen, Talk. How you guys doing?
Good, yeah.
It's coming out.
Yeah. It's coming home, isn't it?
Coming out.
Coming home, Talk. Is it coming
Of course
home?
it is, mate. Of course it is.
You won't believe what I did last night.
Are we getting a bit?
No,
Are we getting a
we're
bit?
not. No,
No.
we're not. No.
This
and I'll tell you
time
for why.
is why.
I'll tell you for why. Right, Gareth Southgate at the minute, he's getting those players in the mindset for each game. Right? He's thinking the job's not done until the fat lady sings. Right? And the fat lady will be singing at the end of the tournament when we've won it. Right? He keeps setting them at the right mindset. I'm not even going to moan about their lineup. I'm not going to moan about the lineup. I'm not going to moan about the formation. Just going to let him do his thing, as they say. Do his thing.
Hold on.
Right?
Are you? Oh, one sec. So, Matt, which where are you streaming this to? Because it's not playing on your channel.
Is it not?
No, it says waiting.
It's on. I'm watching it.
Who you got?
Yeah.
It's not,
No,
it's not going-
Yeah, I'm watching it now. I don't know what you. Try refreshing it.
I have done it. It says waiting for football. United. Is it the one with the Euro 2020 show? Like
Quarter-final
thing?
preview, semi-final
Try
preview.
refreshing it.
Bazart. It's got Bazart in the bottom corner.
Try refreshing it.
No, it's working,
Yeah.
mate. It's on. Yeah.
I've refreshed them. All right, I'm gonna hold on. Just
You'll sort it out.
mate.
Sort it out. Everybody. So, like, what was you saying, Stephen?
right.
No, do you
Yeah,
know what
it's
it
live
is?
now.
It's because we live down south. It's taking its time to get to London. Get to Manchester.
Shut up, you
But
man.
they've only just invented electricity. you see,
You're big
see
up rich.
he's gonna have to go outside. He's gonna have to get his 50-foot meter and start putting his money in the
50p.
counter.
Hey, do you know what? I remember the 50p meters, mate. You know.
It's just
Oh,
the
God.
thing. It was only last year they had the
And,
50p
hey,
meter up in North, didn't it?
Hey, listen to this. And the back of the teller used to have to put fucking 50p's in the back of the
It's
teller.
only
You know?
yeah, that was only 5 years ago.
Rich Sports
Yeah,
says,
sweet, mate.
Stephen, you're on everywhere I look.
I'm a busy boy.
He is a busy boy. That's because we were talking about England. Look, let's quickly start off with. We'll talk about England in a minute. Let's just quickly have a look. If I can just share. God, I'm getting. Yeah. I just want to share what's going on at the moment. Is it sharing? No. Oh, I'm very sorry, everybody. Right. There we go. Right. So just looking back on the first half of the knockouts, Wales going out against Denmark 4-0, Italy 2-1 against Austria. Yeah, Netherlands going out against the Republic, Belgium 1-0. There's another lot. Spain and Croatia 5-3 to Spain.
That was a crazy game. That was a crazy game. That Spain game.
And of course, we all laughed at this one as well. France going out 4-5 on penalties to Switzerland.
Bleu.
Great result from England against Germany, of course, 2-0, and Sweden lost.
I want to make something else about France.
Yeah, what's that?
Dembele and Griezmann, parasites.
Parasites? Why?
Have you heard?
Explain yourself. No, I don't know.
The little racism thing.
Oh, no, what happened?
Go on, explain.
Apparently, there's a racism clip that's come out. It's been leaked out, and they're trying to get people to get their TV to work to get in the Pro Evolution Soccer, and one of the couple of the technicians are trying to work it. They're both Asian, right? And one of them, right, and they start mocking him because of the way he's looking, right? And they were mocking how the Asian, and if you translate it, it's translated as comes across as something racist.
Okay, we'll have to have a look at that just to sort of make
I'll
sure.
get
If
mine.
you
This
watch,
is
no,
mine.
do you know what I'll do? If you don't hear it, go to Hugh Wizzy because he called it out. Go to Hugh Wizzy's channel. It says races calling out racism leaked on there. You'll find it. He explains it in 10 minutes. He'll explain it to you.
Yeah, cool.
I can't remember exactly what he says, but I know it came across something racist.
Always check out the information first as well, and check out
check out first
everything. Make sure you do. Yeah, don't just jump on any bandwagons. See, look, okay, that's going on. That's cool. I mean, they're out anyway, aren't they? Losers if that's the case. But if not, of course, need to make sure that they're guilty or whatever. And like you said, there is some sort of evidence that it does show that. So need to go and check that out. But what did you make, guys, of the quarterfinal stages? Very impressed, obviously, with England beating Ukraine 4-0. Switzerland, they had to go to penalties with Spain yet again, but they couldn't do it to the Spanish, and they win 3-1. And that was a really good game with Belgium and Italy.
That was the worst penalty shootout I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, it was shocking.
It was worse than England doing it.
I hope we don't do that. I mean, I hope if we do get into obviously a penalty shootout with Denmark, I'm pretty sure we should be winning that. I mean, I know they're quite good at their penalties, and they have been training like all week apparently as well, just in case.
Listen, I'm going to make it clear right now. It's not going to penalties.
Okay, what do you think the score would be of that one then? Hang on. But before we do that, we should leave that to the end. Hang on, that to the end there. What did you make of the 4-0 anyway against Ukraine for England there?
A bit of an. The first half for me was great, but it was like we didn't take full advantage of going 1-0 up so early. We sort of let them grow into the game after that. But once we got the second goal in the second half, and that's the thing, we said at half time, do the same thing what you did in the first, get an early goal second half, that'll kill them. And that's exactly what he did. As soon as we got that second goal by, I think it was Maguire. Was it Harry Kane again or Maguire? One of the two. I think it was Maguire, wasn't it? Once he got the second goal, that was it. They were done, finished. Goodbye. It's a good welcome to the semi-finals. It was Harry Kane.
I didn't think we were in any real danger ever in that game. We just got a little bit complacent. We got a little bit sloppy. But I think that half time the message was given: look, you cannot give this team any opportunity to try and get any goals back and get a foothold back into the game. So pick it up, pick the tempo up, get concentrated again, get the job done. And they did that when they come out in the second half. We just ripped them a new one. And you know what?
In the second half, we were in a hurry to get to the semi-finals. You don't get that, do you?
Yeah. I was thinking, wait a minute.
Kane.
Yeah. I was
thinking. We were in a hurry to get to the semi-finals.
Yeah. I was thinking, wait a minute. Does he know he said that wrong? But then now you say it. That was poor though, Stephen. Right. Listen. It was for me, the England team are in. It's the best team we've ever had, in my opinion, in terms of individual brilliance, individual skill sets. They are in the right frame of mind. They are hungry. They know we are better than Denmark in their heads. All Gareth Southgate's got to do is keep that balance of, look, we know we're better than them individually and as a team.
But don't be arrogant.
But we still have to go out there, focus on what we've got to do to win this game and do it to the best of our ability. 100% professional, no slouching, no relaxing. You've got to concentrate 100%. Because for me, once we beat Denmark, I'm fucking over. I'm more than over the moon, man. I'm probably going to cry. I'm going to get emotional, right? And then whatever happens after that is a bonus for me. It's a bonus because.
Well, I said on Flawless last night, we're not just winning that. We might have, if we win Euros, we've got the confidence to go into our World Cup.
Well, I said before it started, didn't I? If we go into this in the right way, you know, with what we've got there as a team, this team goes into next year's World Cup. We've got to be one of the favourites, surely. So you know what? I won't put it past them, but you know what? Like I say, once we beat Denmark, for me, whatever happens after that is going to be some kind of like surreal fucking bonus, because even just getting to that over that hurdle that has been haunting us since '66 in both competitions is going to be broken, and that will mean so much to see us on the fucking biggest world stage. England, our boys out there, you know, doing it for us. I mean, fucking hell. And I'll tell you what, I think by that time, we beat Denmark going into that final. And like I said to you, then Gareth Southgate goes to that team before that game, the final, and says, look, whoever it is we're playing, and he says, listen, you have now earned the right to go out there and express yourselves and go and do what you do best for your clubs. Go and work at your space that you play for your clubs the best you can, and go out and do it. Just go out and do it and enjoy yourselves and give it your best shot. I think that's what they deserve to go out, because I think if they do that in that kind of mindset and confidence, we'll beat anyone, mate. We'll beat anyone because of what we've got, not only on the bench but in the starting 11.
What about you, Anthony? What do you make of it, mate? Welcome in as well, bro.
Yeah, big up on that.
Right, talk. Hi, Steve.
Yo.
Right.
Yeah, I think you know, it'd be a good game. I don't think there'd be many goals against Denmark. I think you'd be talking, maybe 1-0 or 2-1. It'd only be by the one goal, and then obviously us going into the final. I heard talk saying anything in the final would be a bonus. You know, I agree with him on that. And I think I don't know. I mean, it's Italy and Spain tomorrow, but Italy are like, you know, they're favourites. But a part of me could see that game going into penalties, and if it does, I reckon Spain might be in the final. I reckon they might do it on penalties. I know they've had a poor start to the campaign, but I mean, I'd rather play Spain in the final than Italy, to be honest with you, because they have got the advantage. But it is who's better on the day, really.
But the other thing would be a bonus for us would be, hopefully that game does go to extra time and penalties, and ours doesn't. Yeah. That will be a huge bonus because you know, look what happened to Spinazzola. You know, as soon as it happened, I said that's his Achilles all day long, and then his Achilles has gone. And you know what, the Italy team, let's have it right. If it is Italy that go through after extra time, they are an aging team. They are going to find it so difficult to recover because what they've done all so far and to go to extra time against Spain. So I think for us,
go on. Sorry, talk.
Not for us. That will be an advantage to us.
I'll also say as well, to be honest, you would say in a one-off game against Mancini, of course, anything's possible. And you are an aging team, but you're going against one of probably it could come down to the fact of who's the better manager on the night, and you're going against one of the best tactical managers in the game.
Not necessarily. Not necessarily though, because
I'd say no. In terms of the Euros in the tournament, they are.
But no, look, just remember this. Listen, if Italy win, right? Mancini then is in a position of right. He wants to win it, so he's no doubt going to start looking and tinkering, especially if they've gone extra time. He's going to have to start tinkering and messing and moving players about. And also, it's a one-off game, and individually, when you look at our forward line, especially in midfield, it definitely outshines Italy's. Their defence has got more experience. However, ours is younger. We've got more legs. They are aging. We can cause them so many problems and break. We can like tire them out. I believe. I think I don't want to say it just because I don't know.
Depends how we play the game, though.
Let's rewind back a bit, back to Italy's game with Belgium, and I was listening to a few things this morning, and people saying about Belgium how they are the number 1 ranked team in the world, and yet they still can't make a final. And do anything with that. I mean, what happened with them this time around? What happened with Belgium? How comes they can't seem to get to their equal?
Can I put this in club tournament terms?
Yeah.
Right. This is like you're ranking one of these right, and don't forget their quality is brilliant, by the way. But you're ranking their team that's won nothing as number 1 in the world. That's like ranking Tottenham as one fuck all as number 1 in the fucking club world.
Listen, the thing with Belgium
doesn't make sense.
They've got the wrong manager. Simple as that. He can't get them to understand what it means to be a team and what it takes.
So how could it be the number 1 in the world, though?
So, well, I don't believe all that. It's bullshit. They're not number 1 in the world. They're shit. Simple.
It's not that simple. It's just how corrupt UEFA and FIFA are.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Well, listen. Forget that. I mean, that's what it is. But listen, that they're not good enough. They're just not good enough. Simple as that. Italy were better. Italy are better, in my opinion. So Italy got a better record. So what's Belgium? What's all that about? You know what I mean? They need. I hope Martinez, gets his marching orders, because. If they don't and they persist with him, he's just going to keep making the same mistakes. Relying on individual brilliance.
Do you know what he did? He made the fatal error, and I made this point so many times because I said it so many times last season. Don't play players that are fucking injured.
Well, yeah, but they got to.
Don't play them that are injured.
Lukaku. Let's have it right. The Belgium team is Lukaku and De Bruyne, really. That's their talisman.
Yeah, I mean...
Well, isn't it? Hazard.
Yeah,
Hazard's over the other stuff.
That's the problem, though. Right?
It's done.
Because they're relying so much on them. This is like when the 2014 World Cup... Do you remember how the 2014 World Cup final was all promoted by FIFA? Right? Even the commentators, even the pundits, all of them, they're going... It's Germany versus Lionel Messi, not Germany versus Cambiasso, Otamendi, Zabaleta.
Yeah, well, that's a different team to Belgium.
Yeah, no, it's not, because it's still a good. No, but it's still good enough. It's still got quality players around the pitch. Belgium. It's the same as Argentina. Argentina had a quality squad in that final, but no, because it's Lionel Messi, it's all on him to do the business.
Yeah, but you're not talking about.
And you wonder why he doesn't win anything with Argentina.
You're not talking about superstars here in that Belgium squad. You're talking about Lukaku's a superstar, De Bruyne's a superstar. Tell me whoever else is a superstar in that squad. Tielemans, no. He's in a squad. He's in a team. He's in a team that can't even get to the fucking top 4 to keep crumbling. Leicester. Who else is there? Eden Hazard. Eden Hazard. Yeah, you listen. I'm not about taking him. I'm stating the facts. Eden Hazard at Real Madrid. What's he done?
Torgan Hazard.
Torgan. What about it? What's
he? One of the players of the tournament.
Oh right, yeah. He scored one fucking great goal, and that's it. Is that enough? No, is it fucking enough? It's bullshit. They're not. Listen, they're not what everybody fucking makes them out to be, and quite evidently so, because they are not in the competition any longer. So I don't buy all this bullshit about this Belgium team. It's Lukaku and fucking De Bruyne. De Bruyne were playing on an injury. That's going to fuck him up. No, Hazard's done. Hazard's finished.
No, he's done.
He's finished. Yeah, he's finished. He's gone.
Really?
I guarantee you now. Let's see what we see then next season from him, wherever he goes. I'll tell you what we'll see.
I
average.
thought the same thing with Danny Ings, but look how that turned around. You know what I
To
mean?
be fair,
Well,
he's not looking
I
after
thought the
himself.
same with Luke Shaw, but look
No,
how that
he's
turned around.
he himself is his own downfall. He's not looking after himself. That's the problem.
If he proves
He's
me
not
wrong,
looking after himself.
then fine. But I don't see it.
No, I can see where you're coming with that one because he's not looking after himself. Let's be honest, right?
You wouldn't.
His lifestyle's shit.
It's at
Right?
Real
I
Madrid.
wonder-
That's where all the
No.
problems come. I think personally.
Going to
You're not-
listen, we've got-
Mertens, you got Prayer, you got Carrasco, Eden Hazard, Cinnamons, De Bruyne, Castagna has had a great season. Munier,
but where though?
where's Castagna again?
He's at Leicester. Huh?
Yeah,
Well, there you go. Then. Great season. What? Not finishing in the top 4 and coming 5th or whatever it was they came. That's not a top. That's not a good season.
Thibaut
Won the
Courtois
FA
was quite a
Cup.
keeper this season.
They won the
They
FA
won the FA Cup. Yeah, well, big
That is big for Leicester. I mean, you got to go what the club is trying to achieve, and I mean, look what they've done. I mean, everybody's looking at Leicester players like the teams they've built up for like really cheap and sold off for like how much money? It's ridiculous. They're doing good things for the club and for the supporters, and
They're actually run properly.
Listen, Leicester. Since they won the Premier League, they've been forever like chasing themselves, trying to push themselves up that step further. There is no step further. There is no step further for Leicester.
Well, of course there is. Of course there
I
is.
think there is.
What? Tell me how. Tell me how.
We should not carry on with Leicester, but just like what Brian Clough
Two more signings.
How can you be better than Reeve was at Leeds? What can you do? I can win the league with less losses. Well, there's always something to achieve. You'd never always reach the pinnacle. Like how could you defeat like Alex Ferguson's treble? You could win all 4 cups. You know, there is always a.
Listen. When you
ways to improve.
When you right, listen. I'll ask you this question then. When Man United won their first league, what happened after that? What did we do? We kicked on. We kicked on. We kicked on and won and won.
Yeah, you started winning.
What did Leicester do? What have Leicester done?
They've still kicked on.
Yeah,
you got to
you've got to put it
on to where?
We've got to get off talk anyway. We've got to.
Hold on. Let me just. No, wait a minute. It's plenty of time. We're going to be going 20 minutes. Listen, I don't buy into this. No. 1 second. I'm not buying into this or supporting this fucking notion that Leicester City are some kind of all of a sudden some kind of magical fucking team who are going to do this, that, and the other, because they're not.
No, who said that?
It's not going to happen.
Well,
They've reached their ceiling under Brendan Rodgers. All right, then. All right, well, we'll see them. All right. What did I say to you last season about Liverpool getting top 4 and everybody laughed at me? What did they do? They got top 4. Why was that? Because I knew that Leicester would fucking crumble because they're not good enough. Simple. No matter what players you bring in there.
Were Leicester more successful this season than last season?
Well, it's just, listen, we have to factor in the strangeness of this season that has just gone. That is a massive factor.
Agreed.
Now then, so you can't take that out of the equation. However, now going into a normal season, when fans are back and everything else, then we'll see what happens. If they prove me wrong, I'll be like, yeah, all right, I've been proved wrong, but I highly doubt it.
No, that's fine. That's fine.
Let's
get off. We'll address this another time because we're in the Euros right now. It is a really good chat now.
They've already made 2 signings to address this problem. So
yeah, exactly. I think that they run very well. Let's get off club football. No. We're not going to talk anymore about Leicester. Let's talk about what happened with Czech Republic and Denmark. I know it was a terrific game, but we are playing Denmark in the semi, so I wanted to hear your thoughts on the game and what happened with Czech Republic there. They were doing so well. You got Schick and Souček there, and he seemed to be a bit flat that game, and so did Schick, to be fair.
Czech Republic played their part and got me 6 points in my fantasy team, and that's it. They really weren't going to beat, to be honest. I don't think they were going to beat Denmark, to be honest. It was a bit of a push for them. Right, that's not disrespect to them. It's just, for me, it's just not. It's it just wasn't for me. It wasn't going to be doable for Czech Republic to beat Denmark.
Would you agree with
Just
that?
too good.
Talk. I thought Czech had a really good chance there to do Denmark.
They
I know
did.
they want to play Denmark, but
They did have a good chance, but in the end, Denmark. The thing with Denmark is that you have to take each game on merit and what that represents in terms of how you're going to set up for it. So the Danes went into this game, in my opinion, pretty confident that they would get a result. So,
Solo's calling you out, man.
but if someone you said it's coming on. Yeah,
I'm saying it. Come on, man.
I'm not saying it now. I ain't saying it now. I'm not saying it now.
You bottle job.
So, and I think the Danes, they work hard, etc., etc. Leicester just said yes, exactly, Lauren.
we'll
Well
leave
said.
it there. It is a good conversation.
Right.
We'll talk about that again, but please continue.
There'll be a stable top 4 side next season.
Denmark have got Denmark. They've got like what? Who this Kasper Dahlberg and who's the other chap? What's his name?
Schick.
Damsgaard, is it?
Damsgaard.
Damsgaard,
Right.
yeah.
I mean, these are all the players that I keep hearing about. Oh, and what's the other one? Delaney. And who's that total waste of fucking space up front? Oh, what's his name? Barry Braithwaite, whatever his fucking name is. Listen, the Danish team is that Danish team is nowhere. Listen, all right, I'll ask you this question. Right, you're Matt, you're Harry Kane, Stephen, you're fucking Raheem Sterling.
All right,
Anthony,
give them some respect. They have got to.
You're I don't know, Phil Foden, and I'm Jack Grealish, right? We're all sat there talking about this game coming up. What are we going to be saying? Oh, I'm worried about this game, lads. Are you? This Denmark team. What do you think? Because anyone who thinks that the kind of conversations they're going to be having privately, you're living on cloud fucking cuckoo land. Because I guarantee you now that team. Hold on a second. Hold on. I guarantee you now that team, the England team, like they were against the Ukrainians, in their minds, that game was. They knew they are better, and that is a big fucking thing in this. What we are right now, they understand individually we are better than them. We are better than them, and we've not conceded a goal. Why are the fuckers a fucking country that sells bacon gonna fucking beat us and stop us getting to a final? It ain't gonna happen. I don't get it. It's bullshit. We're fucking winning it, and it's coming home.
Well,
come on, my son.
You put it very well there. You put it very well there.
Look.
Danish bacon is very nice. Bacon is obviously available in other countries.
Yeah, like Britain.
Please check.
Come on, you
hang on. All I'm saying is they all come with each game comes with their own different characteristics.
Yeah, I
So
know
you've
that.
got to be prepared for each characteristic.
Of course,
You
yeah,
can't
but
just walk in there with all the self
we're
confidence
not.
in the world.
No, we're not going to go into that.
mistreated.
Listen, we're not going to go into that game. No, this is the mistake that you make as a manager. You go in that game thinking too much about what the opposition are doing. That stifles what you can do. This is where I think Gareth Southgate and this team has learned and evolved. They are not concerned about thinking about what again Matt going to do. Oh, what about this and what about him? Fuck about him and fuck about this. No. You go in there confident about what you can do as a team and individuals and focus on that. That's what you do, and you go out there and you apply yourselves to the best of your ability and get the job done. And that's what exactly, in my opinion, is what we're going to do.
Well, I agree with that, and I like this comment here as well. I don't know what you guys think of it. I'll ask you first, Anthony. Halil Duzgan, thank you very much for joining in, mate. Thank you so much. The thing that I noticed is that Denmark really plays with passion, which I agree. You can just see how high the team spirit within that squad is. Very balanced all over the pitch on top of that as well. Would you agree with that, Anthony? Like, it does help having passion and doing it for a certain cause or something like that. You know what I mean? Like when you're doing something.
Yeah, I think it does. I think it does help. I mean, it goes back to the very first game, doesn't it? Obviously, with what happened with Christian Eriksen and his collapse. And you know, I mean, people thought that Denmark was going to be a weaker team without him, you know. But obviously, they changed their style. That they had to change their, I suppose, their style of play, their strategy, and everything else. Knowing obviously Christian Eriksen weren't going to be in, like obviously weren't going to play the rest of this campaign. But you look at it. I mean, they have done outstanding. Denmark, you know, they've been great. I mean, when they started playing Czech Republic, you look at that game, and I thought to myself, he's got penalties written all over it. You know, I thought he was actually going to go. I thought he was going to go into penalties, but obviously, you know, they stepped up the mark, Denmark, and obviously got the, you know, they won the game. It's like what I said in the next game against us. I don't think he's going. I think we'll win it, but I don't think it's going to be an easy game. You know, it's not going to be a walk in the park against Denmark.
Hang on, I just want to read this comment out here because it's making me laugh. Football's gamming home versus Danish bacon. 2000 Romania, 2014 Uruguay and Costa Rica, 2016 Iceland, 2008 Croatia. England always butcher it against small populations. Big up, Stu Muck. Very funny comment, mate.
Yeah, but not this time, mate. Not this time.
Yeah.
Listen, let me just say this. Let me say this. What is it? What can? How do Denmark? How do they have any chance of beating us? What are they going to do to beat us? Tell me that.
Anyone want to answer him first?
I think
if they want to beat us, they just got to carry on playing how they are. I mean, obviously, every team's different. We play, and is who's better on the day, really. But I mean, I just can't see him winning, to be honest with you.
But that's the thing, you see, is this is what I'm getting at. Is this is now the moment where these teams and the managers of now have to start thinking, shit, wait a minute. This team that we've got, right? The squad that we've got, it's fucking full of pace and danger all over the show. Our defense has been absolutely fantastic. Our defensive midfielders have been top, even world class at times. This is now not the time. If they think, you know what, oh yeah, we're just going to go out there, we're just going to do our thing and try and get in your faces. They're going, mate, we will have them. We'll get them on the break. Bang, see you in a bit, you're done. And if they try and sit back, what happens then? And we go 1-0 up, what they're going to do then? They're going to have to try and push out. So they're going to be like Germany. Germany were caught in the middle. In the middle. They didn't know what to do.
Yeah, no,
exactly. I mean,
they were a bit out. Hang on, but 1 second, Anthony. Just want to get through some comments. Lauren Wood says the only chance Denmark have of winning this game is nicking a 1-0 and sitting back all game. What do you think then, Stephen, to that?
I think I was going to mention about earlier. You were saying about like how Denmark have probably played better as a team that they probably were going to do if Christian Eriksen was in the team. Let's be honest. I think they were probably. You saw the first half, 40 minutes of that game before the tragedy happened. They were focusing on getting the ball to Eriksen a lot down that left-hand side. And then all of a sudden, they've had to realise they had to start playing like a team. And once they started doing that, and what I've been saying throughout this whole tournament, teams that have played like a team have been the ones getting through, right? I try explaining this to multiple people. Luca. But I do. I try my best, but like the teams that, like I said, teams that play well as a team are going through tournaments, right? And I think we'll also, though, with Denmark, you mentioned about the fact of like the whole Christian Eriksen thing, which is great. But I watched a very good, interesting interview with Kane after the Croatia game, and it was after the incident as well. And he looked fired up for doing it for Eriksen as well. So if your captain's fired up for doing it for Eriksen, that's going to make the whole England squad going to want to do it as well.
Well, did you see Højbjerg? I don't know if you see him crying at the end of that.
Yeah,
that
I
game.
get. Yeah, I know. I get that. I get. Yeah, I get that. But then you also got Harry Kane, who's played alongside him. Trippier has played alongside him. Right? Kyle Walker has played alongside him. Right? These players have played alongside Eriksen. They're friends with him. Right? So they're going to want to do it for him as well.
Of course, but of
So it
course,
balances itself out. And when that passion comes through, that oozes throughout the rest of the squad.
Agreed. Stu MC says Denmark are boring and pragmatic with Eriksen, Dahil and Damsgaard have flourished, and he also says Mahale and Damsgaard, just like Scotland overloaded England's right. See O'Donnell and Adams' chances, but Damsgaard and Mahale can supply, and Denmark don't fluff chances, unlike Scotland.
Got a point.
Yeah, they're a bit more on point with in front of goal, where Scotland didn't seem to show that at all. They only scored the one goal.
Basically, Scotland more waste of space, and Denmark showing that it's done.
No, you're forgetting.
But we're going to show Wales how to beat Denmark.
Hold on, you're forgetting that no one's scored a goal against us yet.
Oh no, I'm not saying they're going to score a goal against us.
Yeah, but this is what I'm saying. They can listen. They can create this chance. They can do this side. They can do the other side. But they've still got to get past that defence. They've still got to compete with the players confident enough to get in close to them and make that challenge. And also, whilst that player is on his way to them, because they know that they're not just going to be like having free space to try and eye up a shot and have a goal. That ain't going to happen. So there's also that they have to think about. There's so many things that this team, that Denmark, have to think about when it comes to them trying to score against us. Whereas with us going against them, what? We're the ones who've not. We're the ones who've not conceded, and we're the ones who've scored. How many goals have we scored in this competition now? How many? Does anybody know? Is it about 10? 10 or 11?
8, 9. Is it 9? 8.
Eight.
Didn't score against Scotland.
Right, so 8 goals. So we've not let any in, but we scored 8. Now, I mean, taking that into consideration, then for me, like I say, even if Denmark did go up and score, so what? I don't care. We've got more than enough to go out there and outscore them anyway.
What I said.
I've got a little stat here for you guys as well. So the only team to not concede a goal in a major by the semi-finals is Italy in World Cup 1990.
Yeah.
So if we can get to the final,
you've been doing your homework.
I know, because I was asking the question the other day. But if we get to the final without conceding, then we're the only team in history in any major competition to not concede a goal and reach the final, which is quite a good feat.
Well, these are other stats.
It means fuck all if you don't win it. What's the point of having a defensive record all the way to the final if you don't have it in the final?
But that's the thing is that will be something that will cheer the boys up as well. It gives you that little extra. Yeah, it gives you that little extra little something.
Yeah, so the last thing we do is concede in this game.
Well, listen, this game for me. I know what everybody's saying, and maybe I'm being a little bit kind of disrespectful to Denmark, but fucking what? This is England we're talking about. I don't care about Denmark. Why should I care about Denmark? I don't give 2 fucks. This is England we're talking about. So for me, we are better than Denmark, and that's, in my opinion, that's all that matters.
You know me, I'm not an arrogant person.
Hold on, for fuck's sake. We're better than Denmark. We've got a better manager than Denmark. We've got better individual players than Denmark. We've not let any goals in. Right, we've scored 8. I think we've scored more than Denmark. So why the fuck should we be thinking and being scared in this game? These are the kind of things that lose you fucking semi-fucking finals. So it's a good job that no one of these fucking pragmatic thinkers are to manage our team or around our team, because that will seep into the team when we don't fucking need that. They need to they've got the right at this point to be thinking exactly how I'm talking, because they fucking earned it. So why should we not trust them to go out there and do what we know they can do and what they are going to do? They are going to go and beat Denmark. End of story.
Yeah,
I said against Ukraine when you said, Stephen, oh yeah, but this and that. And I said, no, all that bullshit. We're going to fucking slap them. What did we do? We slapped them fucking silly. And we're going to do the same to Denmark. Because this, for me, this for me, yeah, but you were still saying that they were going to cause this problem, cause that problem. The only problem they caused was their own fucking problems. I mean, slapped the fuck out of them. For me, the same stance against Denmark. It's as simple as that. It's done.
If you are
Don't care.
Danish, you're watching. You know, we will try and be as biased as possible, right? Right, talk.
Look, listen, I ain't got nothing against Denmark, but at the end of the day, I'm talking about my country here.
If you are Denmark and you're watching, shoot him rather than me.
Hey, remember the Danes invaded? I'm probably a bit of Danish for being me, mate. I've probably got a bit
I'm
of
not
Danish,
jumping in the front of the gun of a Danish gun for you, mate. Trust fuck that.
bit of Viking.
Listen, I don't give a fuck.
It wasn't 10, by the way, Lauren. It was 8. Sorry, continue. Talk.
Listen, you know what? This is England we're talking about here, and we have now again, like in the World Cup, an opportunity. And also, I didn't even mention that. That's another thing that we have to take into consideration is what happened in the 2018 World Cup. They are not going to make them mistakes again. They are not going to make them mistakes again. So for me, you know what? We have to be. This is now the time to be patriotic and, you know, get that fucking flag flying because this is our moment and this is our time. We have to we've got to take it now.
I think with England, I think they're better off.
No, go on, Alan. No, I think. Let me just do the comment and then to you, Anthony, straight away, just because it gets through. Halil Duzgan, personally, I think that the main thing that Southgate should focus on is trying to score early on into the match. If the first half ends like a 0-0, I can really see Denmark causing a lot of trouble. Stu Mac says you won't get analysis from idiots on the telly. Too busy getting gassed. Don't blame them though. The last time England were relevant, Queen Elizabeth didn't touch her knees. Don't blame you. Halil was good, mainly of the fact that their psychology going into the second half will be different compared to the first half. England are favourites. Let's try to stay focused. He also says, second half, the game is still equal. We can make it happen if we try harder and give it our all. Curious to know your guys' opinions about my take and great system as always.
Great stream as always.
Great stream as
great system.
I just think for me, listen, this is Gareth Southgate and the coaching staff have to take full advantage of the confidence that is now running through the squad, individually and also as a team. They cannot stifle that in any way, shape, or form. So they have to set this team up that makes the most of that, and also use the correct system that makes the most of that. And then they do that. I think it's going to be very difficult for Denmark. They may make it difficult for us to break them down, but you know what? That will mean if they choose to do that route, that will mean we will have the lion's share of possession anyway. So, you know, who's he talking about?
Because he was going on, he was going effing. We're going to effing slap him silly. And he was sort of like, you need some kettle, mate. Chill out.
Hey, trust me, that's some funny stuff.
Yeah, well, I'm supporting the fucking country.
He knows. He's just joking. He's just joking with you, mate. It's just banter. So what? Look, guys, let me ask you like your predictions of the results then, and who's going to face each other in the final. Anthony, you go first. First game.
Say 2-0 England.
And what about the
game
tomorrow?
And the Italy and Spain game, you're saying?
Yeah, both. Yeah.
I think it'd go into penalties, to be honest with you, Matt. And I think for some particular reason, I could see Spain scraping through because Italy remains favourites, but I could just see an upset in that game and Spain just go through.
Okay, yeah, that's cool. That's interesting. Stephen?
I 2-0 Denmark. Go on either half. Sterling and Kane.
Okay. You have a game?
Other game. Other game.
2-1 Italy.
Okay, that's yeah. Okay. So, what do you reckon, mate?
Yeah, I'm going with Anthony. I'm going 2-0. 2-0 England. And I'm gonna go Italy to win it 3-2 after extra time.
Oof. That could be a really interesting game if that happens, mate.
Well, they both scored a lot of goals, so you know what? What's going to change? I don't see it. There's going to be goals in that game.
So you think you'd say Italy are the favourites for sure, right?
I think Italy just edge it for me. Just you know, just
It's
collectively. And
is it to do with the way that they're playing and the fact that they're in a position kind of like England where they've been trying to rebuild for many a year, haven't they, since 2006? Are they in the same position as us, like in a sense of like getting back into majors again and doing very well?
Well,
Not really, because
they missed out, didn't they?
On the World Cup last time, didn't they?
I mean, to be honest, I wouldn't say so because, like, Spain have got credentials winning major tournaments. I mean, we won one. So, like, they've got experience of being in semi-finals and finals. A lot more than what we have.
Who, Italy?
Italy.
Yeah.
So that's why when it
for a
comes
while,
to
that's
a
what I'm
final,
saying.
that's what I'm saying with a final, it's a one-off game. Our final, unlike say like 2006, I think 2006, at least like Keely and that were fucking alive then. Our finals in '66, right? None of our players were alive then. Right?
None of us were alive either, were we?
Not even Gareth Southgate was fucking alive. Right? So it tells you like it needs it tells you that like this for them, for us as a team, is a whole new experience. At least them, they've either watched it in their youth career or their under 21 career, or even in their like even growing up watching their team at a major tournament and as world champions.
Completely agree. I understand that. Yeah. Right. I mean, should we just call it an end there then? All good.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah. Anthony, any more to say on the semis?
Well, I was going to say with obviously England and Denmark, because obviously the way Denmark's been playing, I think basically England's, if it's 2-0, I think they got to do it in the first half. You know, they're going to have to do it in the first, finish them off in the first half, if not the first half, within the first 60 minutes of the game. And then, you know, obviously, you know what Gareth Southgate's like. He's like, he takes our best players off and he subs them for good players, like, you know. But to be honest with you, in all fairness, the teams that we played, we would have really thought that Germany would have tested us, but nobody's tested England. I don't think. No, we haven't been tested at all.
We haven't. What about you, Tom? Sorry, Anthony.
That's right.
Boss, what'd you say?
Just saying, Anthony, continue. Finish. Sorry, I thought you'd finished and I was going to go on.
All right.
I was just saying that, you know, the reason why we've gone so far is because nobody's tested us, basically.
Yeah.
And we've got a better team now than what we have than what we did have in the World Cup. You know, we got to the semi-finals of that, but this one we'll get to the final, and I think we got a good shout. I think we could win it, to be honest with you.
Talk, mate. Any more on the two semi-final games you wanted to quickly?
Not really. No, I've said what I need to say. To be honest.
Same here, mate.
Leicester is shit.
Yeah. We're going to have a good discussion about that. I am going to bring that one up because I really like something else. Just to finish off, I'm going to just show you quickly, because we're doing our Copa America on Thursday, talking about the semis and the final. So we had Brazil beating Chile 1-0, Uruguay losing to Colombia 4-2. So Uruguay are out.
Colombia.
Are they out? Yeah, they're out.
Colombia?
No, Uruguay are out. Quarterfinals
Uruguay as well.
6-7 to Paraguay against Peru. Can you put 6-7 as the scoreline? Jesus Christ. Yeah, I know. You never heard that. I know, right? Very interesting game. I watched the highlights. And then the semi-finals, yeah, like Argentina, Colombia, Brazil, Peru. So it could be a Brazil and Argentina final, and we are doing a watch-along on Sunday at 1 o'clock in the morning. So if anybody's up after hopefully seeing England win, want to watch more football, please do come and join us for that. Everybody, shall we shout out your social medias and let everyone know where you are? Stephen, you first.
Yeah, make sure to subscribe at SVT TV, football, Arsenal, F1 content. You can follow me at SVT. And yeah, we've got our membership scheme. Sign up. It's always an awareness and money for Children's Liver Disease Foundation. Go and join the membership right now. If you join on level 2, there's loads of perks on each level, but like the ultimate one as well, I even follow you back on Twitter on the ultimate one on top of everything else. So
cheers, mate. Thank you, Stephen. Anthony.
Right, yeah, you can find me on Facebook and also Instagram. You can find me on here on Football United TV, and also you can find me on the Stevens channel as well, which is a good channel. And for everybody, get donating and is going to a good cause.
So,
yeah, on Twitter at iTalkMU, the Man United Agenda, SVT TV, Football United TV, Rich Sports, Dugout Daily, and Red United TV.
I'm begging for someone to buy Danish bacon.
No.
You don't like Danish bacon?
No, that's what I mean. They do good bacon, but that's about it.
You probably want to eat some before you.
You ain't gonna get any Danish bacon the way he's been going.
I don't give a fuck. I'd take Danish bacon over for that. I'll happily never have bacon again if it means that it's coming home, mate. I don't give two shites.
Yeah, brilliant.
Simple,
he does
innit?
it with ketchup.
Shit.
He does it with ketchup talk.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck the brown sauce.
And I will also just say as well, like, I just want to make one thing very clear to everyone out there as well, right? I think know what I'm talking about here as well. Right? We're not here, to say that we're not here to compete about being more successful than the other guy. Right? We're here to just make great content, and for me, just raise money for charity. If you want to be greater than me, so what? Go on, jog on. Don't care. You think you're gonna get me with that? Jog on.
Yeah, exactly. I mean,
saying on my channel as well.
I'm the same. I'm the same like you, mate. It's just for fun for me. If it gets anywhere,
I'm not chasing whoever's following me on Twitter.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, mate. Well said. Couldn't said it any better. That's it. Then we'll wrap it up. So I know Stephen's going live very shortly. So is Talk, I think, on Ivory and Spice channel. But until Thursday for the Copa America and the Euro show on Thursday as well, actually, they're both on. We'll see you again very soon. Thanks for coming in on the comments, sharing and liking, subscribing. Thank you so much. It means a lot. And see you all soon. Peace out.
Ciao.
Right.